Alrighty, we have Chase Minnifield on the line, and despite the audio issues, thank you so much for giving me another few minutes of your time. I totally appreciate it. But
I appreciate it, Erika.
of course, and we're gonna make sure that the audience and the public knows your story. So let's get this going. So we live in an era in which entrepreneurship is pushed heavily, which athletes had an influence on you to kind of go down that road in your post career.
I would say my dad, he had a lot to do with it, but also just any athletes that have gone from using their platform into creating opportunities for others in entrepreneurship. I look up to Magic Johnson comes to mind right off the top of my head.
Okay.
But just in general, anybody that's providing opportunities.
Awesome. That's great to hear. Now, CEO of Easy Turn has a nice ring to it. Tell us about your journey and how did you even come up with the name, and as well as talk to us about Helping Hand LLC.
Yeah, so Easy Turn, it was born out of Helping Hand.
Okay.
The name is actually very it's very simple. We're managing the turnover process for student housing. So we wanted to make it a simpler process than what they have now. So it's kind of like a self-explanatory name.
Okay.
Helping Hands was born out of me creating opportunities for people. First starting with my family members and friends around in Mexico, Kentucky. I created Helping Hands for them to be able to have an opportunity to have jobs. So
wonderful.
I thought that was lending a hand, and then also to the point of, the services that we provide to the actual student housing community, we're lending a hand to them via services. So that's kind of how both names generated.
Gotcha. So in a sense, this probably takes us to my next question. So is this still, in a sense, your paying it forward beliefs that I've seen you've talked about?
Yeah, definitely. Paying it forward, not only just for the people in the community, but also for my former teammates.
Okay.
Former teammates of mine that have become regional partners and run the same division of Helping Hands in other areas of the country where we provide them with a platform, a business plan. We go get contracts. We basically give them hands-on mentorship with the actual resources they need to be successful in entrepreneurship in multiple areas of the country. So, we pay it forward. I was an athlete, and I had to deal with transitioning out of sports.
Yeah.
And all those different types of things like that. So I have a real soft spot in my heart for trying to help people that were in similar situations that I was in, trying to find your way when you built an identity as an athlete for so long.
Gotcha. Awesome. It's, again, really just, it's so insightful, all this information that you're providing us. Now, what was the biggest obstacle you would say, or obstacles you faced when you first launched yourself into the entrepreneurship world, aside from making that transition from athlete to basically a normal person in our society?
I'll say self-doubt.
Okay.
Self-doubt is something that a lot of people come to, especially dealing with entrepreneurship, because it seems like it's a high uncertainty that's still there. So, self-doubt was there for me when I started it, when I was getting contracts, once I get paid. Like, there's never been a time when self-doubt doesn't try to find a way to creep into, my mindset or what am I doing, that type of situation. But, my purpose always overrides the self-doubt. And, it's speaking strong to the purpose that I have as far as creating jobs and creating opportunities, and giving people a better foundation to have a chance in entrepreneurship and providing with a platform I think is more important for especially minority entrepreneurs. So
yeah,
that purpose always overweighs the self-doubt that comes into my mind.
Wow, that's wonderful. And I can only imagine, I feel like we all have self-doubt, and you could probably just apply that to everything that you said, but this is really insightful again. Now, since you obviously retired so young, was it a tough decision to make since you walked away from the game at such a young age? Or do you think it was probably the smartest move because you still have your health and youth on your side?
When I was young, I would probably say this is not what I want to do. I was very playing, but when I look back on it, I definitely am very pleased and very blessed for, getting away from the game young and with the majority of my health. But, I couldn't see the benefits that entrepreneurship could provide me then. Now I see it as something that gives me new purpose. You know, when I was playing in NFL, I was a bottom of the roster guy.
Yeah.
Good enough to make the team, but, you know, also wasn't getting paid the big bucks, which was starting and, you know, making big impact. So, you know, I had to deal with every day waking up not knowing if I was going to have a job. I just wasn't in control of my situation. They could cut me any day. So entrepreneurship has allowed me to, you know, be in control of my situation. I wake up trying to create jobs, trying to see how many jobs I can do. I have found a new talent, a new purpose, something that I wake up and feel like my hard work will actually, I'm in control of my hard work and what I can make out of that.
Oh, that's wonderful to hear. Flo, I feel like you kind of might have answered my next question, but still, nonetheless, you never know. You might have something else insightful to share with us. So it's obviously no mystery that usually retired athletes end up bankrupt after retiring, you know, obviously bad investments and whatnot. What's a piece of advice that you have for those athletes who are even considering entrepreneurship?
I would say jump.
Oh, okay.
I would say jump. I would say take control of your situation. I feel like, you know, the NFL is an opportunity, but we need to see it as an opportunity, as a platform.
Okay.
It's not a destination. And entrepreneurship can be a destination, can be an opportunity for especially minority entrepreneurs to better their family and friend situations down the line. So that's what we do. We Helping Hands is we try to provide athletes transition out of sports or just minority entrepreneurs in general a platform that they can have less risk and less fear with trying to start in entrepreneurship.
Gotcha. Okay, now final question. Obviously, this is something that you and I were talking about off camera, but I have to ask about it. Obviously, you're turning the big 3-0 this weekend. Were you scared about that number? And if so, you know, tell us about that. And any advice for those of us that are turning 30? I'm obviously 30, so I could say it's going to be great. So what's a piece of advice that you would like to share? You know, what's your thoughts on it?
I'm looking forward to it.
Okay.
I feel like, you know, I'm going to be a lot more seasoned, and I'm excited about the things that I'm doing currently as 29, about to be 30. I'm excited about the things that are going in front of me. And, you know, Helping Hands is doing great, and we look forward to creating more jobs and more opportunities around the country, and hopefully having multiple regional partners in different areas of the country that are, you know, using our platform to better themselves and their families. So I'm excited about 30, and, you know, they say age is just a number, so we're going to keep it like that. We're going to embrace it. And
great. Awesome. All right. Well, Chase, thanks so much for jumping on the call. I really appreciate it. Enjoy your birthday weekend, and we can't wait to see what you come up with next, and obviously just delivering different paths for other athletes. Thanks again.
Thank you, Erika. Really appreciate it.
Of course. Thanks. Enjoy your weekend.